Alright, guys. How do I explain this to myself? I am iCCup Fits here to cast yet another game here, and I am looking very forward to casting this 2v2, game number 2 of the iCCup 2v2 tournament of January 28th, 2013. And, well, let's get on to this. Alright, so, oh wow. Spawning in the top left-hand corner as our teal Zerg, it will be none other than Jim, and his opponent on cross positions again will be the purple Zerg, Nemu. Their opponent will be Team Nizzy, spawning in the top right-hand corner as the orange Zerg, it will be Nizzy himself. And his opponent in the bottom left-hand corner, it'll be the brown Protoss, none other than Magic. Magic, well, pretty much ultimately Team Nizzy lost because they could not sustain map control, and because of the high volatility of double Zerg in 2v2, just could not handle the relentless onslaught that was provided by Team Jim. So I'm looking forward to this game. Hope you guys are as well. And yeah. Now, again, Jade, reverse ramps, does that play a role? Potentially, yes. If Zerg can get a... Well, pretty much any ramp. It doesn't really necessarily matter if it's going to be reverse ramp or even a regular ramp, like a standard ramp. As long as you can get like a ring of lings around it, it can make it very annoying for Protoss, and it can make it very annoying for Zerg even. So if you can get a group of Zealots right there, if we see, I don't know, in a coordinated attack between both Protoss and, well, between Nizzy and Magic, let's say onto Nemo over here, he could potentially get a couple Zealots in here and continue to stack them up over here and provide cover. Unfortunately, it is cross positions, which makes 2v2 a little bit different. If you're used to watching, I don't know, StarCraft 2, I don't really know how like mainstream the 2v2. I don't feel like it's as prosperous, as competitive rather, as Brood War 2v2 has been in the past. Of course, not as many 2v2ers as there is 1v1ers, but StarCraft 2 has in-base 2v2s, and generally 2v2 tournaments go by, you know, just playing on a 4-player map and going from there. So we shall see. And it looks like they are going to be pinging that where they are. And oh, it looks like we do have 6 initial links going on here. We will be having a very fast layer coming up. No hatchery, no nothing for our Jim play right here. Jim will be starting to go his way down to Nizzy's base. As you can tell by the attack commands, it looks like they're already en route to that location. But Nizzy also has his 6 slings out, so he should be fine as long as this engagement goes the right direction for the defender's advantage. As you can see, he's probably going to start making an arc right here, and maybe potentially the same thing for Jim to start containing, but we shall see. Oh, are they going to be going right now? And at a Protoss position. Oh, well, this is actually Nemu coming in here, just making a whole lot of links. He will be going for a more mass link style by verifying that he will be getting that extra hatchery here. And look at this. Look at that arc being made. That's going to make it very, very difficult and kind of have to forcing Protoss out of a position right here. But Protoss is going to be in no position to help defend right here because these cross positions are going to make it so annoying to get by. He's just kind of daunting his opponent right now, taunting rather, at the edge of his ramp. Just kind of moving his links around. We do have an Evo chamber, so it does appear that Nizzy will not be going the super fast layer route as Jim did last game. Jim decided to go for the meatless first, going for a really quick layer. And as we saw Nizzy from last game, he did decide to go for the more defensive position by getting up a lot of sunks and getting a lot of spores to help defend against that. And that's kind of the position that he's kind of forced into, again, because it is ZZ versus PZ, so you just want to be very careful in that regard. Oh, wait, what do we have here? Do we have links trying to come out here? It looks like Nizzy's going to try to break out of this. Will it be able to do it? It doesn't look like that right now, but he has so many more links than Jim does at this current position, and it looks like Nizzy will be able to break out of this. But look at this. More reinforcements are coming from Nemo to help try to continue to contain Nizzy right now, but that's only 5 links versus, I don't know, 13. That's a lot. Oh, but look at this. Overall, we have 17 links here, so he will be overall. He'll defend. Oh, 17 on 17. continuing to rally more units across the map right here. We do have another hatchery being taken over here, and this is, again, purely just to get more lings out, as I don't think we're going to really seeing gas continue to be mined for quite some time. No, I take that back. Hydra Den, interestingly enough, I hesitate to even claim if it's going to be Lurker or Hydra. I really don't necessarily know the reasoning for the Hydra Den. You can see Hydras. Again, it's not. Again, I'm not a 2v2 player, and this isn't really my judgment to even call. But oh, he may lose an Overlord. That would be unfortunate. I don't really know how much to read into the Hydra Den, as I mean, 2v2 is the least kind of game I watch, and furthermore, I don't even play it, so I don't really know. I only kind of just see what I kind of remember. They're not really that great, but we do have some nice Corsair harassing here, and unfortunately, what this means is, and there we go. This is the reasoning for the Hydras. Gonna be here to counteract these Corsair. I probably should have seen this coming right here, but he is supply block 32 over 11 right now. Not where you want to be as Zerg. But he's still trying to contain right here, but Nizzy's not going to have any of it. He's just going to get as many lings as possible, and he's going to go for it. And it looks like we do have units on the way already. But really, we don't see a whole lot from Jim right now either. While we have... oh, here the Mutalisk right here. Only 3 Mutalisks overall. We'll be starting to harass an Overlord and a stray Overlord from Nizzy over here. Nizzy's still trying to break out of this. Surprisingly, we have... excuse me, Nemu doing a really nice job continuing to contain Nizzy for some time. We'll be bringing over some Hydralisks, and what this is going to allow him to do is going to be able to shoot on the high ground and continue to do extra DPS over here. So very well done here. So really utilizing the Hydras to their fullest advantage, as they are range units, which you generally don't see in this matchup. But Mutals are going to be coming in here and just trying to poke away at a couple of those lings. And, ooh, look at this, playing really defensive right here, and we see that. Getting up a couple cans right here. He does only have 1 Stargate right now, and I believe he have the air attack right here. But wait a minute, we have a huge engagement. Nizzy's trying to get out, but again, the Mutalisk plus Hydras are just going to be too much DPS for those lings to get out currently. We do have a hatchery being established right now, but we do have some nice Corsair harass with the +1 right there. Onto, oh, these Scourge could be absolutely amazing, and it doesn't look like he'll be able to get them, unfortunately. But while that is happening, continuing Corsair harass, they're kind of flying all over the place. I kind of like this, as Protest really wasn't able to do this a whole lot, as he lost like 2 or 3 initial Corsair at the beginning of game 1, and kind of just showing the importance of keeping your Corsair numbers alive. First off, and yeah. But he has 7 Corsair right here. Mutalisks are gonna be not such a great ability for him. And Nizzy's trying to just get up his creep so he can start getting sunks over his ramp, so eventually he can try to push out of here, as long as he can get some high ground division. Mutalisks and a lot of Scourge are coming out here. Now, Corsair can die fairly quickly to Scourge. It's just a matter of how concentrated the Scourge are, how big the arc is of the Scourge hitting, and just the overall map awareness of the Protoss to make sure that he's not caught in a situation where the Scourge are going to be able to get a complete surround on. But this is a lot of Hydralisks coming out of Nemo right here. I like this. You don't see this a whole lot in Zerg, but it changes the dynamic a bit, and I understand why you generally don't go it. But here come the lings. Hydras aren't really great against lings right here, but it looks like Nemo's lings are doing a good amount of damage right here. But the Hydras are going to be naked to these lings right now, trying to get on top of the ramp right here. But you're just seeing how fast Hydras will die just from a few lings. But ultimately, we'll keep able to contain right here. Oh, is he just going to continue pressuring here? No, he's going to go back up the ramp. Smart decision. But look, at the same time, we have a lot of Zealots coming in here from Magic. Oh, going to be going right in the main base right here. Going to be target firing down the Spire. It appears, and these Mutalisks are not in rotation. Oh, but the Corsair are coming back in here to deal with the Mutalisks. Will the Zealots be able to get the Sunken, and then the Spire, if he can, that would be absolutely huge. Or even a drone kill. These Zealots are going to do it. He's going to do untold amount of damage. We do have Nemu coming back in here trying to help defend against the Zealots and Corsair, so they don't wreak too much havoc right here. But at the same time, we have Nizzy's Link coming in here, seeing what he can do. Oh, and the Scourge just will not connect after, like, I think 7 Corsairs, just 7 or 8. Scourge will start dying because of the splash damage that they do. And these Hydras, unfortunately, are now going to have to be repositioned And now Nizzy's going to be able to get on top, out on the map, really where what Team Jim's, you know, overall goal is probably just to continue containing one opponent. And that has, unfortunately, that plan has failed up to this, has been successful up to this point. But but look at this. Maybe I speak too soon. Maybe he will be able to set up a nice contain right here as he's kind of pushing up this sunken wall right here. Unfortunately, though, again, he can't get that second base. And it's an interesting one because now Protoss has that second base being starting to be established right here. But of course, they're coming back in here. There are 8 of them, now 9 of them. But does he have an answer? The Hydra's coming out from Neeble right now, and this base may have to get canceled. Oh, but the DT will save the day, and well played by Magic right here. And really what this means is double gas Protoss. This is where it gets a little kind of crazy, because, you know, think of it at a 1v1 standpoint. Is a 2-base Zerg at the equal basing of a 2-base Protoss? No, not at all. And of how like that, I feel like that logic doesn't make much sense after I'm saying it. The analogy, the point I'm trying to make is that 2-base Protoss is just really powerful if you can allow them to survive the early game. Now, it's really hard to survive as Protoss and or Terran in the early games of 2v2s because the Zergs are so powerful in the early game. But if you can, they become overwhelmingly more powerful as the late game continues on because the Zerg army is just not as powerful and it's much easier to deal with the later tech you have. And with that, you're able to take more expansions, and then it kind of becomes, sometimes 2v2s become like 1v1s because the tech becomes so great, and there's such a varying difference between tech of players. It can prove for some interesting games because sometimes both allies will become dead up to like an extractor because their people are manner, and the game will just go on to like a 1v1, like a weird 1v1 where you see some wonky unicomps, which are kind of it's entertaining to watch 2v2. And considering the fact that it's not really casted at all as much, there aren't as many 2v2 tournaments. It's kind of a shame. But anyway, Corsair are coming around here. This is 10 Corsair overall right here. Unfortunately, Nizzy's still yet to take an expansion. I speak the truth up till this point in time, because he's just about to throw down a hatchery right there. He has thrown down a Spire up in this little corner up here. Going to be getting up a +1 missile attack right now. Oh, but look at this. We do have the Beetles coming in here. This is a decent amount of Beetles right now. 7 of which, oh, but the Corsair might have found them, and the Corsair, the Scourge just will not connect, as the Corsair have just too much DPS out right now. But we have some Beetles harass coming out here for Nizzy right now in the bottom right-hand corner. Will get deflected off. And the Beetleists of Jim are going to try to come down here and deflect. But the Corsair have also been falling down, and one will die potentially to the Hydras continuing falling right below the Beetleists. And nice. This is all about positioning of how you're going to coordinate with your opponent, and that's how you're going to win a 2v2. And my goodness. Okay, continue more Hydras, and it looks like they're trying to track down these Beetleists, as they're going to be really annoying. Oh, the Corsair! The Beetleists are completely stacked right now, trying to split them up right now. Oh, and the Corsair and the Scourge are trying to come right here. The Corsair are desperately trying to get away, and it looks like they will be. Oh, no, they stopped. Oh, but none of the Corsair will die right here. Oh, but it looks like this might be a sandwich attack from Team Nizzy. Oh, but it doesn't look like it will be enough. The Hydras are going to prove to be too powerful against the Lings and Beetleists, and the Corsair, sadly, cannot shoot on the ground. So, and he feels confident in his ability to continue pushing up this base. Did force Nizzy to cancel off his hatchery, so restraining him back to 1 base, while everyone else is off a 2 base. Remember, Protoss is off a 2 base at this point, so they're tech. You know, we've seen DTs come out now and getting up the gateway count. Protoss is going to start having a ground army soon, and we'll be able to help Nizzy a lot more on the ground at least. As currently, Protoss his only ability is help just to defend against the Beetleists right now. Oh, but these Corsair can do so much damage so quickly. It's very concerning. We'll be pushing back right here, but look at this. The Hydras are going to be coming back in here. seeing what he can do on the orange Zerg right here, but this might be a mistake. There's 4 sunks right here, and this choke point's gonna leave a lot of dead Hydralisks right here, but he's still trying to go for it. The mutants are gonna be coming in here, seeing what he can do, but a lot of the Hydras aren't gonna be able to get in here, and this was kind of a forfeit of units, I feel like, as all of his Hydras are kind of gone now. He had probably around 15, now limited to 6. And more Lings, and now the Storm's out, and you just see how powerful Storm can be. And you just see how many Lings just died right there. And the other important thing is, remember, Storm can do that to Hydralisk and every other unit that exists in this game for Zerg, except for Ultra, pretty much. Alright. Getting up his Goon army right now. And the chances of Zerg, I feel like, kind of diminish over time. Now, again, I can't... And for any like adept 2v2er, like, please don't take what I say with a grain of salt. Literally, I know I'm not like the perfect person to be casting 2v2, but really no one else is doing it right now, so I'm just gonna continue doing it at least for the iCCup finals. As this game has been very interesting. There's so many lines on screen, but wait, someone's attacking. All right. Oh, wait, the Beetles went in here. Did they clear out the mineral line? I got a couple drones right here. Not too much damage being done. And wow. Okay, there's the land. Oh, and the Goons are trying to come out here. And without Obs, we'll have to go away unless he wants to forfeit some Storms. But that wouldn't probably be a smart idea because of the Beetles right here. A lot of Lings and Muta are coming downtown to the ground. I guess down to excuse me, onto Nizzy's base right here. And you see, Protoss is being very aggressive, hyper aggressive, and gonna be killing off this third hatch being established for Jim at this time. Jim really can't attack this army head straight on, or else he's gonna forfeit goons for mutas for goons, which isn't really a like valid choice at all. For it wouldn't be a smart decision rather to do that, as Protoss will be happy to trade goons for mutas. Coming back in here though, Jim's trying to do as much damage onto this base as possible. There are no spores. Looks like he may just have enough to kill off the rest of the Beetles right here. But all the Beetles are clumped up, and so many Corsair, and all these Beetles might be in a lot of trouble. Might all just die rather. Oh, gonna be running into the goons right now, and will ultimately die. Only 6 Beetles will live. Gonna be going back down to his allies' main base just so they can recover some HP potentially. And we have a couple Lings just for scouting. Oh, no, that's not scouting. I'm sorry. And is Protoss going to take a third base soon? That'd be entertaining. Oh, that's that one lone lurker, man. Do we have a Robo? No, this is a non-obs Protoss. But generally, again, with... Oh, but look at this. Also, going to be denying that third base once more. We'll be able to save it. It's really low on HP. It looks like he will just, at the nick of time, in the skin of his teeth, the hatchery will survive. But unfortunately, if that happens again, that hatchery's done. Of course, they're going to be continuing to pursue Beetles right here. And unfortunately, oh, the Scourge though could be absolutely massive. Oh no, oh, that wasn't that bad at all. And this is where, yeah, this is getting a little... Protoss is getting very powerful. Very, very powerful. And, you know, with the addition of Lings to help support, Zerg isn't completely dead at this point. And, alright, it looks like they might be trying to coordinate attack. It looks like they say go, go, go. Unfortunately for Jim, it doesn't have a whole lot of ground troops, just mainly Lings and a few Mutalisks right now. Only 2, actually. Very few. But they're going to doing a coordinated attack onto Nizzy's base right here, but the Protoss is coming from the west to the east, trying to do as much damage as he can. Not really doing too much with the Storms right now, as the Hydras continue to attack the Protoss army happening over here, trying to get in the mineral line potentially, but a lot of dead Team Jim and not a whole lot of dead Team Nizzy, of how broken that sentence was. You get the point. They did establish the third base is behind all of this, but again, this base is so weak, and oh man, it looks like they're just going for the attack. They want this hatchery done. And Muta on Muta battle happening over here. There's so much stuff going on. And look at the Protoss fleet. Protoss ground army is going to be coming down here, seeing what they can do. And probably killing off this hatchery, no doubt. And this is probably where all the action's happening right now. I don't really see a whole lot of else happening on the mini-map. Going in here and going to be killing off this base. Very fascinating. Oh, but look at this. We have another skirmish happening over here. A lot of dead goons right here. So it looks like Nemo will be able to help, be able to defend right here with the help of his allies Needless right here. But at the same time, he did lose his third, unfortunately. And we'll lose a overlord in the process right here. Ooh, these lurkers doing their damage. Oh, and trying to just continue trying to poke and prod at the Nizzy's Meatless with those Hydras. Oh, man. Very fast. Oh, they said go. They said G. Oh, and here we go. They're attacking down here. Or someone's attacking down here. I'm not really seeing a whole lot of a Team Jim right now, though. Not really seeing a whole lot of Team Jim right now. This is if this is the rest of Team Jim right now, 5 Hydras and 3 Meatless, I'm a little sad. Oh, and look at this. We do have a counter harass going down over here. Muta on Muta, right? Who will win? Nizzy looks like he will retreat by splitting up his Meatless. Very nice split going on right here, like a 5-split Meatless going on right here. And Jim's just trying to track down the Meatless right now, but it looks like Protoss is going to be coming in here with some high tempo, some goons, and some zealots. This base is unfortunately going to go down, restraining both Zergs from Team Jim off of 2 base up to this point. But look at this, we have a nice counter harass going on here right now. Very nice micro, actually. I've never seen that much micro of a Hydra before, but that's a lot of Meatless. That's 11 Meatless right there. And what's going down over here? Mutants got to try to bomb. Oh, the storm! Oh no, the storm was absolutely amazing there. Oh, leaving 7 Meatless, but look at the health bars. They're all at least 75% red. Oh, that storm could have been absolutely... If those Meatless were in there for more than an extra second, they would have been all dead. Oh, man. Oh, it looks like he's going to be trying to pressure here. Meatless coming back in here. Oh, but this could be bad for Nizzy. Nizzy might lose his Meatless. It looks like he will retreat back down to his Spore. Potentially giving his mineral line open for some counter harass. We have Meatless on Meatless, but we have Protoss versus Zerg up here. Zerg's not gonna have a whole lot to deflect this, especially because there's so many goons. No, he's just gonna take the center. And Meatless on Meatless battle right here. Oh, unfortunately, it doesn't differentiate the different Meatless right here, but this is 12 Meatless right here. And we see a lot of red lines going down to these 2 points right here, 2 control groups worth. And this is looking pretty bad. We do have Nizzy trying to come back down here on the 3rd base of Nemu right now. What does it really matter? Ling's on move command, or so it seems, and this Protoss army's on attack command. And really, Jim's in a lot of trouble right now and trying to establish the 3rd base, but doesn't really matter as, well, his whole front door is about to be destroyed. And with Storm, Meatless are going to be absolutely worthless at this time. But we do have more Meatless trying to bomb in here and just trying to kill off this 3rd base as quick as possible. And killing off drones, which are the utmost importance in JV2. And will deflect even the Meatless trying to come back in here for Jim to help defend his teammate. But it looks like ultimately, oh, Jim will GG. And the game will end. So leaving a pretty epic 2v2, I must say. So we'll be back momentarily for game number 3, I guess. So we'll probably go into, this is the best of 3, keep in mind. So who will win? I don't know. We'll find out. Stay tuned for game number 3, and I'd recommend game number 2 to anyone that likes 2v2s. All right, peace, guys. Be back momentarily.